Imagine you're sitting at your desk working on a website or sharing a large project file. Suddenly you realize email won't cut it. Cloud storage, too slow or restricted. What do? Well, that's where FTP comes in. But wait, what is FTP and when should you use it? Stick around because we're breaking it all down right here, right now. First, FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. It's one of the oldest and most reliable ways to transfer files over the internet. Think of it as a digital postman that delivers your files from one computer to another through a network. The magic? It doesn't matter if the computers are in the same room or across the globe. FTP gets the job done. FTP works using a client server model. The client, that's your computer, sends a request to a server. The server in turn responds by either granting or denying access. Once access is granted, files can be uploaded, downloaded, or even modified depending on the permissions. Let me put it in simpler terms. When you upload, you're sending files from your computer to the server. When you download, you're pulling files from the server to your computer. And the server, it's like a giant filing cabinet where your files are stored, waiting to be shared. Now, a little history for you tech learners out there. FTP dates back to 1971. Yes, it's older than most of us watching this video. Back then, the internet as we know it did not even exist. It was ARPANET, a precursor to the internet. FTP was developed to transfer files between these early systems, and believe it or not, it's still widely used today. Of course, modern FTP tools are much more user-friendly. What started as a command line interface, basically typing instructions into a black screen, has evolved into sleek, graphical applications like FileZilla, CyberDuck, and WinCP. Let's dive a bit deeper into how FTP actually works. When you use FTP, the process usually goes something like this. You open an FTP client or even your web browser in some cases. You enter the server's address like ftp.example.com. You log in with credentials, usually a username and password, or connect anonymously. Now, here's something important. Standard FTP isn't encrypted. This means that your username, password, and data can be intercepted. So if you're handling sensitive information, use Secure FTP, SFTP for short. SFTP wraps the FTP process in a secure layer, ensuring your data stays private. Once logged in, you can navigate through folders, upload, download files, and even edit file permissions. It's like having remote control over a storage system that isn't physically near you. So, when should you actually use FTP? Well, here are some scenarios where FTP really shines. If you're a web developer, you've probably used FTP to upload HTML, CSS, and other assets to a server. It's one of the most common ways websites go live. Let's say you're a video editor sharing a 10 gigabytes project file with a client. FTP handles large files far better than email or many free cloud services. Need to regularly back up data from one location to another. FTP scripts can automate the process, saving time and effort. FTP servers act as centralized repositories where team members from different locations can upload and download files seamlessly. But hold on, FTP isn't the best solution for everything. If you're sharing small files or something casual, cloud services like Google Drive or Dropbox are easier and more intuitive. Now, let's talk about why people still rely on FTP. It's designed for transferring large files quickly. You can set up scripts for automation, which is a huge time saver. If your connection drops, FTP can pick up where it left off, no need to start over. It works across various operating systems and can even be accessed through some browsers. Of course, FTP isn't perfect. Let's be real, it's been around for decades, so some of its limitations are hard to ignore. Unless you're using SFTP or FTPS, your data is vulnerable to interception. Setting up an FTP client or server can be intimidating if you're not tech savvy. If there's an error during the transfer, FTP might not always explain what went wrong. So there you have it. FTP is a powerful tool that stood the test of time. While it's not as flashy as some modern solutions, it's still unbeatable for transferring large files, managing websites, and automating backups. Just remember to use SFTP for security and explore alternatives when ease of use is a priority. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tech breakdowns. And hey, let us know in the comments, have you used FTP before or do you prefer something else? Let's chat below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.